I got it swinging off the run stand I had made, homemade, and getting ready to maneuver it in front of my car, square, lift it up, and then I'm going to push the car up underneath it. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. It's going up and up and up. It's getting there. Getting a little worried. It may not get quite high enough. Almost there. Just a few more inches. But will it go any higher? I've never seen how high this thing will go, so I guess I should have figured that out before I started. Plenty of room. Look at that. Well, it's gonna fill that engine bay, that's for dang sure. Looks like it's gonna be a tight fit. Having a little trouble maneuvering that huge overdrive transmission back and forth because I haven't modified the tonneau yet. Thought I'd be up high enough where I could roll it, but it's sitting too high on my dolly, so I got to do something about that right now. Okay, I put the car on jack stands, raised it about an inch or two. That way my dolly could slide that transmission back and forth now without hitting that cross member. So I'm going to just keep coming on down. Try to get her on the motor mounts and get a couple bolts started in that transmission, see what happens. Boy, I can't believe this thing is going to fit. I still don't think it is, but my God, it is going down bit by bit. I'm still about 5 or 6 inches away from the motor mount down there. So it just doesn't look like I'll be able to get this thing in with that steering column in there. Oh God, I hope I don't have to take that thing out. Oh well, the other side's like scraping up against the inner wheel well, so I put this towel in here. Guess I should have taken the damn manifolds off, but I sure as hell didn't want to have to put them on with it in the car. But there's no major obstructions over here like that steering column, so I'm just going to keep going and see what happens. Talk about shoehorning a motor into an engine bay. Oh my God. I tried cranking the lever all the way, not quite all the way, but I got the motor, back of the motor tilted down. And that's seeming to help a little bit. Those stupid bolts are in the way down there. Let me see if I can get those out. Oh my God. There, I got that out. I couldn't get that other one out because the spark plug's in the way. Probably crushed my hand in there. Oh boy, it's a tight fit. I just don't. I either got to take the exhaust manifold off or the steering column. It looks like, but I'm going to keep going, see what happens. All right, I'm bringing her back up. There's no way I can get that in there with either all the exhaust manifolds on or the steering column. I'm going to try to take the passenger side exhaust manifold off. Looks like it's the easiest thing right at the moment. Because if I take this driver's side off, I don't know how the hell I'll ever get it back on there with that stupid steering box down there. Now I know why so many people switch these things over to manual boxes, because that thing just takes up so much room. All right, I'm going to take that off over there, zip it off, and see if I can get this thing in here. I'm getting tired. And there it is with the passenger side manifold off. Should give me some more room to maneuver on the other side. Hopefully. Here we go again. I think that has done the trick. I'm still not down, but I'm way farther than I was before, and you can see I'm going right by the steering column. And I only got about 3 inches to the motor mount hole right there, so I think it's gonna work. Let's see, this side, it's got quite a bit of swinging room here, so I think we're gonna be good. Where the hell is the motor mount hole over here? I can't see. Oh, there it is. There's fuel lines in the way, but yeah, I think it's gonna work. It's gonna work. Here we go. It just pan just popped off the K-member where the front of the pan was hitting it. I knew it was. I had to raise the back of the motor and lift it up a little bit, and when I did, it just popped right down in there. So I think we're home now. Just maybe an inch or two more. Well, this is a fine how do you do. I think these motor mounts are in the wrong place. And I don't see how they can go on the other side, but they must. Those ears, because it's just not letting me, the K-member, clear the oil pan. I mean, it's off by about 1.5 inches on each side. And that's the only other thing I can say that might be wrong. I supposedly have a correct oil pan and a conversion kit, big block conversion kit for the Slant 6 K-member. And I did the modification on it, and that looks like that would fit, but the oil pan is pushing the motor mount too far back for this to go in there. If you notice how close the clearance is that they tell you to make, is only about 1/4 inch between the back of that oil pump and the motor mount hole. And there is way, way off, see? So I'm thinking this must go on this side of these ears, but I would swear I followed the directions to the letter. But I'm gonna try flipping them on the other side and see if they'll go in this way. I just went back in and dug out the directions for these motor mounts. What I've done, and I remember doing it now, when I built my run stand, it was easier for me to have these this way, but they're supposed to be, when you tighten them down and install it in the car, this is supposed to be turned horizontally, not vertically. As you can see, it's vertical. It should be horizontal, and that pushes this bolt about 2 inches that way. This will not go on any other way. I thought I had the ears on backwards, but see how that one's thicker there? It does not work on that side. It's got to go on the flat side. But yeah, these are on wrong. So all I got to do is loosen these, spin them, and maybe it'll go in now. Well, I'm going to call it quits. I'm a failure because I just can't quite get that this side in. Guess I'm going to have to lift the whole thing back up and loosen the other side. I went ahead and tightened it down, and I guess I shouldn't have, but there's no way to tighten it after it's in. So I'm going to have to jack it up, try to move the one on the other side backward a little bit to bring this one forward. I got the other side in and bolted and a nut on the underside, but I noticed when I was tightening down or flipping those motor mounts sideways that one on that side had quite a bit of maneuverability in this. It was a slotted bolt hole, so I can move it forward and back. And I don't remember where I put it exactly. I just put it where it fell and tightened it down and then dropped it in the thing, and now I can't get this one in. So, and I've had it. I'm just beat and beat. But I'm sure or convinced I can get it in and give me another day to fiddle with it. I'm too tired. I'm going to make a mistake and ruin something. But, oh, I had to take off that exhaust manifold on that side and that stupid blower motor for the heater and air conditioner, but I could not get the thing off. It was painted on so hard, I just about had to tear the car apart to get it off of there. But I finally got it off. As you can see how I tried to get it in there around that thing, and it just was not happening. And look at, I mean, I don't care about these valve covers, but it sure did scratch them up, scratch the fan up. I had this fan all nicely painted and everything, but that can all be painted again later. Still not in. I gotta try again tomorrow.